Hi there, guys. Thanks for joining me. Now, I have been doing this for a very, very long time in order to make sure that my children have their great summer and that I save thousands of dollars every single year. So, if you want to find out exactly what I'm doing to make sure that my children are having a great summer vacation and also save with me thousands of dollars, keep on watching. Okay, guys, so thank you for joining me at the Financial Spotlight. I'm Chantrell, and I'm here to give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money. And as promised, I am going into what I do every single year. I've been doing this every year for the past 12 years, guys, and I really have found that it has helped me to save thousands of dollars during the summertime because I don't know about you, but in my area, summer programs are very expensive. So usually they charge almost $200 per week for a child to go to a summer program. So it is very beneficial for me to do this because I need to make sure that I'm saving as much money as I can and not spending it all on summer camps. But I also want to make sure that my children are having fun for summer and I don't want to, rob them of a summer program. So this is what I do. So first and foremost, usually start preparing for, well, here, um, our children start they get out of school in June. So what I do is I start planning for the summer basically in March, sometimes April, depending on the actual city and the paperwork that they're putting out. So a lot of times, your local city, maybe the county, recreational departments, and everything will start putting out information around the end of March, beginning of April, to let you know what summer programs they're going to have. So, because you're making sure that you're racing against the clock, it is time to start setting up everything for your child's awesome summer and to make sure that you have it on a budget. Okay. So, when I start setting up everything, I generally get all of the books from every single program. I do sit down and either print out the summer programs offline because a lot of them are online right now, or I'll go to the city office or I'll go to the recreational department and get the books. They have a whole schedule. Like I said, a lot of times they're online now, but they have a whole schedule for you to be able to follow in order to get your children into programs for the summer. And like I said, these camps are so expensive, but if you do what I'm about to tell you to do, you should be able to find valuable resources that will reduce the price. Okay, so um, like I said, I go to the recreational centers close by. I go to the city and county and all of those locations to find all the summer programs. I also look at we have a local theater that does youth programs, or you might want to check your local colleges. Junior colleges sometimes do programs like College for Kids for children. Or you can find little restaurants and things like that that are willing to do little like culinary programs for children. And on top of that, check out your school district and the school that your child goes to because sometimes they have programs through the school so that you don't necessarily have to pay. It might be a little bit cheaper. And so once you have all of that information, now you need to talk to your child. You don't just put them in whatever you think is best. I mean, of course, you can, like, if you think that they should be in some like etiquette training classes or whatever, karate, whatever, then of course you would choose that for them. But you don't want to just decide for them. You want them to have a part of the decision process too, right? So you're going to ask them what type of things do they want to do. A lot of times, my children, they want to do technical things, things that have to do with computers, sports, um, acting, stuff like that. So, like I said, look at your local colleges. There's also a program that is for computer programmers at a young age. My son started going at 8 years old, and I was able to actually get that program at a reduced price. It was ID Tech. So you have to really be resourceful, guys. You have to look around, you have to find out what programs are going to work with you and what your child is interested in. Next, you're going to start contacting every program. Now, you're going to contact them. You can either go online and see if they have an email if you don't feel like talking, or you can call them directly, or you can go in person into the department or to the program and find out, do you guys have scholarships? Every program, 9 times out of 10, has a scholarship program that you can participate in. Sometimes they give out 2 to 3 per year, sometimes they give out more. It all depends on the program, but it does not hurt to ask. Always ask, do you have some type of scholarship or grant program, a reduction in price or reduction in fees, or do you have this offered to children for free? Please let me know because I need this information. Once you get all that information, you make sure you write it down. I'm a stickler for writing. You might want to put it in a, type it in your computer in a spreadsheet, or you might want to put it on your calendar or whatever it is, however you keep information and notes and whatever. That's what you need to do because you need to keep track of all this when you're trying to plan this summer. Okay. So once you have it all planned out and you're like, okay, I know exactly what things my children want to go to. I know exactly which programs have the discounts and the plans and the scholarships and the grants and all of that. So then you're going to start highlighting the programs that your children want to attend. So this is a strategic way that I just get everything in order. I am so organized, guys. I know I always say that, but I'm super organized and I just try to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row. So I'm highlighting everything that my children are interested in, whether I can pay for it or not, whether it has a, um, a scholarship or not, whether it has a grant or not. I'm highlighting because this is something that they're interested in. I might be able to wiggle it into my budget if the some of these other programs are free. Okay. So once you do that, you highlight everything that you're gonna do. Then I print out calendars for each month. You can have a calendar, you can print out a calendar, you can have it on the computer. It's up to you. I like to print mine on paper because I'm like I said, I'm just a paper, I'm old school. So I like to print out a calendar for each month, June, July, August. There's 3. I like to make sure that I have one for each child. I don't put both of my children, I have 2 children. I don't put both of my children on the same calendar. I have one for one child and one for the other because I need to keep everything separate. I need their programs separate. I need to know what they want to do separately. So once I have that, I printed out the calendar. Then I'm going to go through each program and I'm going to pencil in every program that they want to do. Now, like I said before, most of these programs cost money per week. So, say the first week your child wants to do basketball and it's $200. You're going to pencil that in on Monday and you're going to keep track of all the programs. As you go through them, you're going to keep track of them. But then as they get approved for scholarships, discounts, whatever, then you're going to make sure that you keep track of that as well. So, like I said, you're going to go through each week. You're going to pencil in the programs that they want to do. You might not be able to fill up every week. However, I'm going to tell you about that later. Okay, so you're going to pencil in all the programs per week with the prices, the exact prices, not the discounted prices, and you're going to keep track of all of that. Okay. And then once you have all of that in a row, then you're going to Find out, like, remember a couple of slides back, I showed you that you are going to keep track of all of the companies or organizations that have scholarships and grants. Some of those scholarships and grants are going to require your child to write an essay. I suggest having each child write 3 different essays at the beginning of the summer, right after school or before school ends. Write one essay why I want to go to this summer camp. Write another essay about their favorite whatever favorite thing to do or their favorite sport or whatever the whatever it is, and then have one about their lives. Maybe they volunteer, maybe they do special things at church or at school or whatever. Write 3 different essays so that you'll have them ready for the applications for these scholarships. Once you put everything in your child's hand, you make sure they have the deadline. They fix up the essay that they've already written to accommodate that particular program. Okay. And then you're going to start registering for all the summer programs. So you're going to start filling out the applications. You're going to upload their essays. You're going to submit the registration. You're going to start talking to the people, sending the emails, whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that your child is enrolled in this summer camp. You're going to do it. Especially if they are requiring some type of application for a scholarship or a grant. Okay. Then there's going to be some programs, like some of them that are offered by your school, that are free. There's a deadline, and you better make sure that you turn in the information in time to meet that deadline, because if not, you all of the slots are going to be taken. Okay. So that's what you do after that. Then you're going to sit back. You've done all the work, and you're going to wait for all your results. Now, once you start getting in the results for the scholarships, this should be around about the month of, usually I run into people saying they want everything turned in by a certain date in May. So let's say it's like the second or third week of May, right? Okay. So once that is turned in, then you're going to wait for them to get the information back to you. If they don't get back to you in a certain time frame, then you're going to contact them and you're going to say, hey, have you looked at my application? What's going on? Has the grant been approved or whatever? Because summer is right around the corner. You don't want to delay. You want to make sure that you get that information as soon as possible. Once you get all of that information in hand, then you're going to start organizing your kids' fund. So that will require you to sit down with your calendar that you already have. And as people start approving these grants and these scholarships and the discounts or whatever it is that you get, you start pinning those in. So erasing the pencil and writing them in pen, like, okay, this is what my child's going to do this week. We are paying, and maybe the program was $200. We're paying $50. Put that in there. Or maybe the program is $10. Maybe the program was $100. I'm sorry. And you're going to pay $10. Or maybe the program is free. You're going to write all of that information in there for yourself, for your own knowledge. Then you're going to also put the due date. You got to make sure that you know when you have to get your child's information into that system so that your child can be in that summer program. Okay. Now, once you have filled up all of the spaces, of course, you're going to have weeks where you're not going to have them doing anything as far as a camp is concerned. So, what you're going to need to do is start looking around for events that are local, or you're going to plan your summer vacations around the weeks that they're free, or you're going to look for, maybe they can go to a grandparent's house or a great grandparent's or an aunt's house or something like that if you have to work. Or if you're not working, maybe you can take them to a free museum exhibit, or you can take them down to the beach, or just start filling in those spaces with free and low cost events that you guys can do together, or that they can do with a family member or a friend. So I hope that this information has helped you, because I'm trying to make sure that you have all of the information that you need to get your child into a program that is free or reduced cost, and that will help them have fun, and not only help them have fun but also be educated throughout the summer and be ready for the new school year. I hope this information has helped you. Make sure that you leave a comment and let me know which one of these tips you're going to try the next summer that's coming up. So, there you have it, guys. All of my tips and tricks to make sure that you save money every single summer when you're trying to make sure that your children have the most fun that they can have for the summertime, but not extend yourself on the money front. So, I hope this information helped you. Make sure that you like, subscribe to this channel so that you can get more tips and tricks like these every single week. And make sure that you share this with your friends and family, because I'm sure that they would want to save money on vacation or summer vacation time just like you. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.